Hello, and once again, good evening, YouTube. Welcome back. Welcome back to some more of this game. This game is indeed NASCAR 25. Last time we went to the All-Star race and the Coke 600, and they were interesting events for all the wrong reasons. So yeah, today we're going to Nashville and Michigan. Two races IRL that are usually interesting for all the wrong reasons. After Larson swept the stages and Byron, I assume, finished second in every stage, we have lost a shit ton of points after the Coke 600. So basically the rest of the season is going to be trying to recover to take the bonus points for being not terrible in the first 25 races of the season. 25 races. Because the All-Star race doesn't count for points, which is a good thing, but it's kind of on the annoying side, considering I won. The only reason why it's annoying that the All-Star race behaves correctly is because it means I don't get bonus points from it. That is the only reason right there. Well, here we are in Nashville. Did they race here in 2021? I think they did. I do believe that this is not the first NASCAR game to have this track. And by first NASCAR game to have this track, I mean, like, this place, they never made this place, like, when they raced here in the early 2000s, they never had it as like a bonus track, I don't think. They had IRP in the EA NASCAR games. They had Nazareth of all places, but they never had like Nashville. They didn't have. Okay, shut her down. That lap was horrible, but I'm not doing it again. They didn't have Nashville. They didn't have Kentucky. And it's like, I don't know why they didn't. They had Kentucky when they brought that to Cup, but Nashville coming to Cup is such a recent development. And it's surprising that they still go there, considering how often it is that they will return to tracks, or they'll bring a track to the Cup Series and then kill it. Road America was great. And then they thought, oh, let's bring Cup here. And then fucking 2 years later, there's nothing there. I'm surprised they didn't do that to Mid-Ohio. They just... Did they kill Mid-Ohio? Yeah, they did, because it's not in trucks anymore. They stopped going in Xfinity. They had one race in trucks, and now they have nothing. They fucking killed it. They fucking killed it, dude. And surprisingly, that hasn't happened for Nashville yet. I'm more surprised it hasn't happened for Gateway. Of all the places that needed to be killed, that was the one. All the good tracks that used to be standalone truck or Xfinity races, all the good tracks shut down. Fucking, but Gateway, oh, we keep going to Gateway. They killed Milwaukee on the schedule again after, what, 2 years? I mean, Milwaukee isn't that much better than Gateway, but I mean, it's a historic place, and Chastain barely gets tapped and is dying. What does the fuel look like? What does the caution likelihood look like? Looks like not. Looks like not is the caution on this one. I guess he saved it like Elliott at the All-Star race. Alright, if you say so, game. Yeah, I'm definitely not the first one to talk about how when a track gets the Cup race once, they like, you know, they don't sell out once and they completely leave the track. I can't be the only one who's made this observation. But Road America is the one that pisses me off the most, because it used to be the race of the season in Xfinity. Like, it used to be the race. Shit would go down there that you would not see anywhere else. And that's before Clements won. Forget about Jeremy Clements, alright? Forget about that. Just the sheer likelihood that anything like that would ever happen again. No, forget about that race. All the other races there too were also just like borderline insane. Christopher Bell winning on a road course after not being good on road courses his entire career up to that point. Brendan Gaughan winning in the... Brendan Gaughan won, I don't think, in the rain. I know that Chris Buescher got his first career win there in the rain. And that was like the first ever NASCAR race to actually like run green flag laps for points in the rain. I'm pretty sure is how that went. Like Road America in Xfinity was peak. And now it's gone! And now it's gone because they really thought it needed a cup race. And wow, lo and behold, the cup races that they held there were fucking garbage. Shocker, I know. Anyway, we have spent the majority of this Nashville race discussing Mid-Ohio. Or not Mid-Ohio, Road America even.
One high.
So that's cool.
Clear up top.
That's good. That's alright. I'm sure that makes sense somewhere. Somehow, some way, I'm sure that makes sense.
One high.
I don't know. This race has not gone desperately. We went off to a good start. We're flying through the field, but then like it wouldn't turn for a couple of laps. So that was stupid. That was indeed dumb. But anyway, what should we talk about in this episode that is not Road America, I guess? Well, we're almost done with stage 1, so that's good. And this is just another blah track. Nothing good has happened here in the Cup Series yet. This track is going to go down as the site that caused the 2024 championship. Maybe the site that killed the Final Four format. We can only hope. We can only hope. I'm hoping that the Final Four format is killed just by, you know, the results of this season. By the time this video is uploaded, we can only hope that Raja Carruth, Justin Allgaier, and I really don't give a fuck about the Cup Series, but just, I don't care who wins as long as Heim and Zilish lose. Also, something that people have not really considered, the way that his last name is spelled, shouldn't it be pronounced Zilish? Shouldn't it be pronounced Zilish? Not Zilish, but Zilish. Just sh, not sh. Sh, not sh, is what I'm trying to say. That is the formula that I'm trying to explain here. Shouldn't it be Zilish? Yes. Yes, it should. Unless I'm a fucking moron. I'm going to take out more wedge on the side.
We're coming.
Just going to go balls to the wall. Remove more wedge. Oh, something that I noticed in the last episode is that we have the day-night transitions in this game where it transitions between the stages. I noticed that the first stage of the Coke 600 in the last episode was, you know, like, it looked like 11 a.m., like the sun was high in the sky and it was lush blue colors. And then, literally into stage 2, it was pitch black middle of the night. Like, okay guys, I appreciate the idea of transitioning between day and night between the stages. It's cute. I'll admit, it's cute. Problem. Coke 600 transitions from like 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. in the span of one stage break. You couldn't, like, have a couple different sky boxes for that race? No, it's immediately middle of the night, and that appears to be the same thing that's happened here. Once again, graphics, 8 out of 10. Fucking NASCAR Thunder 2004 did a better job of transitioning from day to night, and it's not even that great. That game, it transitions from like 8 p.m., you know, into the black of the night. You got the sun in the sky, like, barely. And, like, it's orange, and, like, but, like, the sky is pitch black if you look the other direction. Like, you're heading into turn 3, the sun's setting. You're heading into turn 1, it's black. And then the sun slowly slips out of the sky. It's crazy good. You cannot beat that aesthetic. But at the same time, it's still not even that great of a day-night transition. Like Spider-Man 2 for PS2, the movie tie-in game by Activision. Spider-Man 2 has a day-night cycle in the in New York City there. And it's a good day-night cycle because it literally is like from sunup to sundown 24 hours. But you're telling me they can't do that on PS5? Graphics 8 out of 10. I'm sorry. Like, is it fair to judge this game based off of what other NASCAR games did in the past? I feel like it is. I feel like it is a lot more fair to judge this game based on previous NASCAR games made by other studios versus, like, an old game compared to a newer game. You know, that's the original problem with, like, the 10th anniversary reviews that I encountered when I was writing them all the way back in the day, is that can you compare EA games to the Eutechnics games? Can you like how Instant Rewind existed in NASCAR 2011 and it didn't exist until NASCAR 08 or like even NASCAR PSP? Like, they could do that shit on the PSP before they could do it on the consoles. That's crazy. You know what I'm trying to say, right? I don't think we're winning this race because we get a really good start on restarts, but then we're terrible in this part of the tire run because it just does not turn, and the AI is doing a better job of turning. Like, I don't understand how I can be so good at a restart at this, but then suddenly on lap 5 I can't do what the AI does. Like, I don't know if there's just some sort of transition that I'm missing here, but like, I don't know what I'm doing differently. It feels like I'm driving the track the same way all the way around it. So I genuinely don't understand where they get all this speed that causes me to lose 4.5 seconds to the leader. And I can't make it up at all. But anyway, yeah, I don't think we're winning this. Like, even if I could get to the lead, we'd get fucking steamrolled in the middle of the run. Like, look at this. Like, second place is right in front of me. Like, if I could just close in, we could get to second. If I hadn't lost fucking 2 seconds in the middle of the run for no reason, you know, we would probably be right there with them because that's second place. I could probably get the lead on the restart. Have that be a thing, you know. But there's 2 to go in this stage. 12 lap stage. I'm assuming that we are not going to have a green flag pit stop in this race. We may as well not even have fuel and tire wear turned on with how this playthrough is going. Shit, that might even make it a... Yeah, I don't know, actually, that's interesting. There's some tracks where we're slow on the first launch, and then we, like, catch up at the late part of the run. That would probably actually make the game harder if we didn't have that advantage at the end of runs that we've had basically everywhere. And I'm still not sure what that is, because the settings say that we have the same fuel and tire wear as the AI. I mean, that was always the case when I was playing iRacing, but I feel like I'm not playing this game like I did iRacing. In iRacing, I basically never used the brake, even in qualifying. Even in qualifying, I would just... That's why I always qualified so bad, is because I never used the fucking brake. I gotta take a sip of this Core Power Elite quick. I need another day of not eating. Yep, stage 3, lap 16, estimated fuel after pit. Fucking bitch ass 19. So the quest for a green flag pit stop continues. Perhaps someday we'll get it.
Be ready.
Perhaps someday we will get a singular green flag pit stop, but that day is not at least this race. That day is not today.
Still there.
Alright. So have you noticed that I'm always like super focused on the first lap of a restart? I'm just basically silent going through that first turn every single time. I noticed that in editing. It's very frustrating.
Clear high.
It's very frustrating because it's just a long, like, it's like 30 seconds of silence every single time. But like, I don't want to cut it out because like, it's a restart. I feel like people are paying attention maybe at that point, but no.
Clear high.
I can't cut it out because it's a restart. But at the same time, I'm silent the entire time. See, if I'd gotten a couple more spots before the last caution, we would be in the lead right now. Like, if I can just hang on, like, if I can just not lose 4 fucking seconds on this run, we can win this race. It's just a massive caveat that I need to somehow not lose 4 seconds on this run. As I have, like, as we slid all the way up the track, that cost me a 10th. That alone cost me a 10th, and now we're losing time in the center 1 and 2 again, where we just don't have any speed there for no reason. And there goes 3 tenths. There goes 3 tenths. The rest of the field is just better than me there for no discernible reason, and it doesn't turn, and we're gonna hit the wall. Hooray! There goes literally everything. There goes literally everything. And now we've lost even more time than usual on the fucking part of the run where we're shit. We've lost even more time than usual. Hooray! Everyone's just driving around me. I sure wish I could not be terrible on this part of the run, but it just is. Unfortunately, that's just not my choice to make. We are destined to lose 4 seconds on this part of the run every single fucking time. Like, you've watched this entire race. I don't drive the track any fucking different on these laps. Actually, that's a lie. I do drive the track differently to try to make up for the fact that it fucks me out of 4 seconds to the leader every single time, so I'm overdriving it. But when it starts, I'm not doing anything different. It's so dumb. 10 to go, though. Longest run of the day, but it doesn't matter. We'll probably get to second again. That's probably as good as it's going to get. Something I haven't mentioned in this game yet is the soundtrack. Because the first thing that I did when I turned it on was turn it off so that I wouldn't get a copyright strike on the streams. And I still, to this day, do not want copyright strikes. But the sad thing is that it's not flashing up the names of any songs onto the screen, so I legitimately have no idea what the soundtrack is. All I know is that it starts with a System of a Down song that doesn't, you know, feel like the song they should have picked. Like, it doesn't really scream NASCAR game soundtrack to me, you know? I feel like Stealing Society would have been a better song if we had to go with something off of Hypnotized. I know I've told this story before, but the first time I ever heard System of a Down was in a Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog YouTube poop. That was the first time, well, the first time that I heard System of a Down and wanted to listen to it, you know. I'm sure, like, it played in the background on, like, a radio station when I was little or something, but, like, actually listening to it and being like, oh, that's sick. Yeah. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. You gotta love it. You know what else you gotta love? Being slower than shit for no reason and losing several tenths to the leader despite doing nothing wrong ever. driving the track the exact same way every single time, and it's just like, nope, you're going to be slower than shit, actually. Sorry. Womp womp. Yeah. It feels like this game has been, like, the same episode over and over. Like, unless we're winning the race, we're just running 6th the entire time. How much of that is, you know, just the way that they made the, like, I'm just saying, man, why does there have to be such a wide spectrum on the AI difficulty? Why can't it just be 3 settings and they all just work? Easy, medium, hard. Come on. Why does it have to be so complicated? I shouldn't have to change the difficulty for the AI at every single track. I just shouldn't. I don't know. Am I a boomer for saying this? That is my boomer complaint for these NASCAR games. There should be 3 settings, and the AI should all behave similarly at every track as a result of those settings. But no. You'll fucking have a race at 101 at one track and it's piss easy, and then you'll have a race here where you're just running 7th the entire time on 101.
Clear outside.
Well, the good news is that I lost a shit ton of time thanks to the fucking lap 5 of the run part where we just are 3/10 of a lap slower every single lap. So, there's no way that we're winning this race. So that's lovely. Tires. 30% on the tires. Interesting. Very, very interesting. They are in traffic, it looks like, but there's only 2 laps left, so I doubt that's going to be enough to make this interesting. I mean, I say that. Here's 2nd place up there again, getting boxed in by someone. They just lost a ton of time there, but it's literally the fucking white, so it's not like it matters. Unless someone's gonna, like, drop an anchor, would probably, well, all this shit that I'm talking. You know, if the race was just a little bit longer, we would not only have green flag pit stops, but we would also have extreme long runs where we would get into traffic and maybe have a chance of winning these races. You know, it's just a thought.
Outside now.
LaJoy!
Outside.
LaJoy's in the way. How original.
Clear outside.
Yeah, we made up like a 2nd to the leader there. But it wasn't enough. We're gonna finish 4th at this track. Now, we have, yeah, so this is something that I've only just now noticed, is that this is the start of the replay, and this part of the race took place in the day, but it's still night. It's still night in the replay. So, that's interesting. I think that was Hamlin's first win of the season. So, that's interesting. No, 2nd win of the season. And I'm guessing we also lost points to everyone. We're down to 50. I think that, yeah, 50 points behind Byron. I think we're down to 50 now. I think we were more behind, but I probably am wrong. So, yeah, and we're behind Larson too, because of course we are. But we're going to Michigan. So the thing about Michigan is that it was actually very easy in ARCA. And the players' drafting is a little bit overpowered, so it's kind of like Thunder in that sense, that drafting at this track is like horrendously overpowered.
Okay, let's change this.
So we'll have to see if that applies to the Cup Series, and we'll have to see if I can get a good starting spot. If we could just flat foot this track, there is a chance. We have a chance, maybe, just maybe, to get the first pole of the season. Could it happen today? We're about to find out. Oh, we got some more foliage, by the way. Look at the foliage! Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, the game looks good. I don't know. I haven't seen anyone bitch about the graphics of this game. I've seen people bitch about this game. I don't think they've bitched about the graphics, though. There has been plenty of bitching about this game.
This is the one that counts.
But, graphics is not one of them, at least in my experience. Maybe I'm not looking at the right spot, but, like, as far as I'm concerned, just aside from the fact that they're reusing, like, decades-old billboards that they really should have updated before releasing the game, you know, and the day-night transitions, I mean, that's like, but that's just superficial stuff. It's still 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 is still solid. Do we know what the replayability level of this game is yet?
Okay, that's it.
20 fucking goddamn second in qualifying, though. That's great. I love how it was so tight. I love how tight it was in spite of me taking out the fucking wedge, you know? Or maybe I didn't take out wedge. Maybe I just fucking did nothing of the sort. No, it didn't actually take out wedge. Motherfucker, take it out. Take out the wedge, you fucking lunatic. My God. Okay, 14th. That's better. That's better. I'll take that. It was barely better. Barely better. And fucking Byron and Larson are starting in the front, so they're gonna fucking take all the goddamn points again, but that's fine. That's fine. I don't actually give a shit. Alright, I'm also not changing the setup. I'm gonna regret that, but it's fine. Why is there just random black bits on the Saya car? Look at that. God, that's so stupid looking. They can't even... Oh, that's probably where they put the Monster Energy logo, actually. Yeah, I was gonna say they couldn't even put anything there. Oh yeah, they cut out the Monster logo from the game. Yeah. Yeah! They cut out the Monster logo from this game. And I guess in the pursuit of realism, they did not put, like, tie. They should have done that. They should have taken the Monster logo and then like made tie out of it. That would have been genius. You know, it is a lost art for having the driver names replace beer sponsors. There is a lost art to that. Who can forget a fresh can of Sterling Marlin, you know? A nice cold, ice cold as the Rockies refreshing can of Sterling Marlin.
Clear outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
One outside.
It is a lost art, you know, and they don't do that anymore. The closest thing to that was fucking the Brad car in Heat. But like even then, you just lie about your age and oh, there's beer sponsors now. Couldn't they have done that back in 2004 as well? Like, what was stopping them from just going, oh, just put your birthday in. It'll be like all the other age verification systems. Remember back in the day when you would fucking list your birthday as January 1st, 1900? I never did that, because I always thought it was too obvious. Like, if I was on the back end of a website and I saw someone putting in their birthday as January 1st, 1900, I'd be like, suspicious. So I always just did something random. That's just me, though. That's just me, though. That might be the tism speaking. I asked my mom if she ever took Tylenol when I was in utero, right? And my mom goes, you don't have autism. And then, like, basically, my response was, Mom, I'm a Sonic fan. I feel like you're not in position to make this, determination. I feel like there is a body of work. There is a body of work that is calling this this equation into question. It's calling your assumptions into question. I feel like, yeah.
Outside now. Clear outside.
I've never claimed to have autism. I've never self-diagnosed it. So I'm not trying to like have any stolen valor about it or anything, but it's like, you know. I always thought it was a bit presumptuous and stuff to like just claim to have it despite no medical records to speak of.
Top 10 for that stage. That'll get us a point or two.
But you know, it's hard to say, you know. So Byron wins another stage. Everyone's pitting. Let's take out more wedge, I guess.
Let's be ready.
More wedge.
Coming to the green.
Anything to make the car turn better. Ugh. Like, I don't even think that stage we just had went long enough for the car to transition. Like, it feels like the car was driving the exact same. 9 laps? Why was the first stage 5 laps and this one's 9? Holy fuck. Does that mean that we're going to have a green flag stop? We only have 11 laps of fuel, 9 laps in this stage. There's no way the next stage is only fucking 10, right? There's no chance. It's just not possible. They would not do that, would they? Come on, guys, this is NASCAR. We all know that is exactly what they would do.
Clear high.
They do all this fucked up shit.
Car high.
Remember when they did heat races in Xfinity in 2016? Oh, those were the days. Where literally nothing happened. Good stuff. Good stuff. And those races worked as like B mains, where like people would D and Q. I like that idea, actually having to race in instead of qualifying in. I like the idea, it's just 2016 Xfinity was not the time to be experimenting with that. Because we'd have fucking people go laps down in little micro sprints. In little qualifying micro sprints. They would go a lap down. I don't remember if they started the actual race a lap down as a result of that, but like, they should have. They should have.
Clear high and you want it. 1 high.
That's something that I always thought was the case, that if you were a lap down in the shootout, or not the shootout, the duels.
Stay low.
If you went a lap down in the duels at Daytona, you should start the race a lap down. It's fucked up shit, man. It's fucked up shit. I was thinking about this last night. Okay, what's the most pure form of racing today? Like, we think about how racing was back in the 60s and how, like, you know, there's no scheduled cautions. There's no points resets every 2 seconds. There's no, you know, free pass under cautions. What's the most pure form of racing? It's not NASCAR. God fucking knows it's not NASCAR. It's not F1, because F1 is, you know, entirely data-driven these days. And DRS exists. I feel like DRS has a lot more validity to its existence than stage cautions or points resets or Final Four guaranteed at Phoenix. I feel like DRS has a lot more legs to stand on. So then the question becomes, okay, is it IndyCar? No, they've got push to pass. Like, IndyCar right now is probably the most pure form of motorsports in America, but they still have push to pass. They still have a way to artificially make it easier for someone else that is not the leader to become the leader. Okay, how about fucking USAC, right?
Stay high.
It's just you, the dirt, and everyone else, right? Well, I don't know how USAC was back in the day. Like, I don't know how their point system worked. I don't know how their, you know, races worked. I don't know how heats worked back in the day. Were they always 10-lap heats, 40-lap features, whatever?
1 up high. Clear outside.
Probably, but like I don't know. So I would have to have help from the comments section to determine whether or not that is the correct answer. Has it ever been good? I don't know. Not that I've watched. It's hard to say what makes a good race because I'd much rather see a race where nothing happens at the front versus having 10,000 scheduled cautions. But at the same time, nothing could happen at the front because the best car in the field qualified first and there was no cautions at any point to allow anyone else to catch up. Because, you know, like, the difference between a good race and a bad race is, like, where the best car in the field starts. Because if you have a race where fucking the fastest car in the field starts 30th and has to work the entire race to get to the lead and make a last lap pass, people are going to call that a generational fucking...
One more time, buddy.
Like, a generational event that will never be seen again and how good it is. But, like, if they just started on the pole and had been untouchable from the start, people would be like, well, that fucking sucked. That's why it's so hard to determine whether or not racing is good now, because, as we all know, the next-gen cars are impossible to pass in. But, like, so we've got the fastest car in the field maybe running 5th, but they can't do anything. But then, like, finally, like, 40 laps into the run, the tire difference between everyone is such that you could actually maybe start passing. Is that better or worse than just having the leader start, you know, fucking first every time? I'm gonna take out more wedge. Fuck it. I'm taking out more wedge. I don't give a shit. This car will fucking turn if it's the last thing that I do. I'm telling you. Alright, final stage at Michigan. How many laps are there? 11 laps of fuel. And it's lap 15 of 26. I can't even fucking read that.
Clear outside.
I was looking on the transition between the, you know, pit stop and the restart. This might be it, folks. We might be about to have our first green flag pit stop of the season.
One high.
Push me, Briscoe! Yes! The tandem of dreams. Cody Ware and Chase Briscoe, yeah. 10 laps of fuel. We're about to hit 16. I think we're about to have our first green flag pit stop of the season, folks. As long as everyone can keep the cars going in the right direction. But that's how it was back in the heat games. I'm just now remembering that when there were wrecks in the heat games, the stages would go fine, but then the third stage would always fucking have wrecks for no reason, and then we would not have green flag pit stops. I remember that. Heat 4 was like that.
Clear high, you want it.
So as long as we don't have a caution, we may have our first green flag pit stops of the season. I was trying to get into Buscher's draft, but then the fucking 45 has a run. If I just stayed in line, he would have pushed me.
Stay high.
That probably would have been better than trying to get a draft from Buscher. But hey, I tried, man. You can't fault me for trying, man. We're right there with them. I think the car is better. Having the wedge taken out here. We're going for it. Speed.
Stay low.
I can't complete the turn. How did they get back into the gas so much earlier than me? I literally could not complete that turn. And yet, he got in the gas earlier than I did. That is so fucking unfair. Yeah, I think we're about to have our first green flag pit stop of the season. They said it wouldn't happen. Yet here we are. This is actually a bad thing because just like in the heat games, I guess there's a delay. I have not done a single green flag pit stop since buying this game. So this is gonna be a first. This is gonna be a first.
One outside.
Should be interesting.
You're 3 wide.
Oh, and they're just faster than me still in the center. Yep. They're still just faster than me in the center. Sure, thanks. Just gonna drive around me like I'm sitting still. Thanks. Sure, that's fine. That's reasonable even.
3 wide. High side now.
I literally would not be able to complete these turns. And yet these guys are just back into the gas a million years before me.
1 high.
Okay, when's the AI gonna start pitting? I feel like it would be a poor decision to come early,
Clear high, you want it.
because I would like to have the draft, but actually, maybe the tire differential would be good, because then I'd be going faster than them on fresher tires. Because tires do matter if we look at this screen. Yeah, I've already fallen off, like, well, I'm a full second off the leader,
Outside now.
and I'm almost a full second off of my best lap, so something tells me that those things are correlated.
Clear high, you want
We've
it.
got, yeah, we're already down to 70% on these tires. Looky there, we stayed and we managed to not get passed back on this turn. Holy fucking shit, it's a miracle.
Car outside.
Yeah, we're still way off on pace, so. And also, I have no idea what the pit road speed limit is in this game, so.
Clear, clear.
Yeah, basically. I kind of don't want to go in by myself. Oh. Oh. There it is! The first green flag stop of the season! It's happening!
5 to go.
Guys, it's happening! With 5 laps to go. I guess I better come down then. It still doesn't fucking turn. And it's... I mean, it's loose. It's not like wrecking loose. Maybe I take out even more wedge? I guess maybe I take out even more wedge. Alright, here we go. Finally. We're about to have a green flag pit stop in this game as everyone's driving around me. I have no idea what the speed limit is. Okay, I guess we're pitting. Oh yeah, I just realized something. So JC actually warned me about this. When you pit under green, you're supposed to make the pit decisions on that screen. I have a feeling that it's about to just give me a half can of fuel and nothing else. Pit ton. No, we're taking tires. Okay, maybe they fixed that. We're taking 2 tires. And we're taking 4 tires. Okay, maybe they fixed that. By the way, the fucking PTSD flashbacks on that screen there. Hello? Are we moving? Are we moving? Okay, I guess we're just gonna sit for a million years and lose every single spot on pit road. Thanks, game. Thanks for that. I'm glad we got to just sit there for 5,000 centuries and lose literally everything.
You want it. Car high.
Okay, sounds good.
Car outside.
I guess I'll go fuck myself. We're just gonna fucking sit on the... I didn't even take out wedge. I was gonna take out wedge.
Inside. You're all clear. 1 inside. Clear.
Alright, cool, thanks. Well, at least Byron is still out, so it looks like he is not going to be winning this race. So that's positive.
All clear. 2 to go now.
If he's staying out this fucking long, there ain't no way. Cool, we lost literally everything. Hooray, thanks game. I guess we're just gonna finish fucking bitch-ass 30th in this race, because we got literally... I don't know how we could have gotten fucked any harder.
Outside. Leader's pitting. You're all clear.
I mean, unless everyone else on the track still hasn't pit yet. But like, what the fuck? Like, the entire field is still out here.
White flag right here.
And now it's the white flag. And fucking Bell is in front of me as the leader, a full lap ahead of me. After we pit 2 seconds behind the leader. We just lost 30 seconds on pit road. What did I do?
Outside.
We lost 30 seconds on pit road. That is amazing. Alright, well, I'm glad that there has not been a single green flag pit stop all season yet, because what the fuck?
White flag, keep it up.
Oh, it's white flag again, because I took the fucking...
High side now.
I was getting ready for the race to be over because it said white flag last time, but I took the white while I was a lap down and got the lap back, so now it's the white flag again. Yeah. Alright, well, that's fucking retarded. Interesting. So I was told that green flag pit stops were broken, but like, wow. That's really bad.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
We'll get him next time.
Sounds good. Well then, on that note, I think we're going to be doing that. Actually. I think we're going to make it so that there is no way that there's going to be any more green flag pit stops in this playthrough. That's just my opinion on that subject, though. Alright, well, I guess that's how that race goes. Pocono and, we are now 74 points or so behind Bitch Byron and a lot of points behind Larson. And we've also lost third to Bell because the game is fucking broken. Thanks. By the way, the EA NASCAR games were perfectly capable of simulating green flag pit stops 20 years before this came out, so just saying. Anyway, wow, what a fucking deflating race that was. I don't even want to fucking continue this playthrough after that. Thanks for watching. Oh, there's only 18 trophies in this game. Oh, I haven't even done a 100% race length event yet, and I probably won't if that's how the fucking pit lane's gonna work. Wow, okay, yeah, I have been, this game has gone from like 7 out of 10 to like a 4 out of 10 just off that. I don't know what the fuck that was. You can't even fucking say it's because I was speeding, because everyone else on the track passed me. There were 3 cars that passed me. There were 3 cars that passed me coming to the pit road. You can't say it's because I was fucking speeding. No, that was the most retarded shit I've ever seen. I'm sorry. Ryan Moody was right all along. This game fucking blows. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye. I hate my life. I'm so fucking mad. I waited a long time, but my dad never came home last night. Too real. Too fucking real. Anyone know Ron Thal, Bumblefoot? He has a song called Lost that I think would be great for the Mystic Forest ruins. Jesus Christ, that was a soy boy mouth right there. Knuckles! You're not an attack helicopter. I'm an attack helicopter. Piece of shit.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's Yoko Ono, Knuckles. Yoko Ono. You got it. Good job, buddy.
Oh no, the emerald!
Yeah, that. Oh no. Good job, Tails.